DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, it is Wednesday, and I thought I'd make a little vlog. I was out walking earlier this morning, and there was a neighbor, which I know. I mean, we've been living here for about 25 years. I say a neighbor, he lives a few houses further. We always say hello, and I believe his daughter was in the same class as one of my sons, probably the youngest one. But that's many years ago now. But like I say, we always say hello. He's always friendly and chat one or two words, but that's about it. And I was going off for my walk, and I saw him this morning, and he was ahead of me. So he sent off a hello, and I said the same. And he kept walking, and I thought, oh, wait a minute, he looks like he's walking in the same direction that I'm going, because I was like going from my I was going to say, for what is it? Would it be like my 5 mile walk or something like that? And all of a sudden he turns around. Excuse me. I am drinking a beer. I'll get to that later. And he turns around and he waits for me. And I thought, oh, okay, it looks like we'll be walking together. I had my my earphones, my AirPods, and so I turned them off, and he said, "Oh, am I bothering you?" And I said, "No, no, no, not at all." I says, "I'm just getting into a position where I can hear what you're saying." So we started chatting, and he said, "I see you walk a lot." I said, "Well, I walk every day. I don't know if I really walk a lot, but I walk every day." And he says, "Oh, I'd really like to go walking with you." Actually, he turned it the other way around. He asked if we could go walking together. And then I realized that he walks a lot. He's been retired for 6 years, but he retired 3 years earlier than I did. So he is like 68, something like that. He's probably 68, from what I gathered, and I'm 65. And he was asking me if I'd like to go walking with him. And I get the impression that he probably goes and does a lot of walking, but maybe is mostly alone. And he realized that I was now, I mean, like I said to my wife, I said to Miss DC, I said, he must have been watching me from the window. No, but I mean, he probably realized that I was around more and walking. And so we really started chatting quite a bit, and finally we did walk a little bit together, not very far, because he wasn't going exactly in the same direction I was. But that was kind of amusing, It was one of those things that they're starting to meet people, they by being retired, Oh. I just hope, I'm just saying like that, because I told him, I said, and that's why I laugh, because, being retired, people think you got a lot of time, but he knows as well, I guess, the guy. But I'll be able to go walking with him probably in 2 weeks, because I've got different things coming up, and I don't want to schedule something right off. But so we've got it like in 2 weeks that we'll go for a walk together. We'll probably go and the way we talk, we'll go and do a 10-mile walk together. That'll be interesting. Try and choose a good time. Yes, I said I was drinking a beer because I've just finished spending a couple hours of going over stuff. I mean stuff, and what I mean by that is, like, I've got, like, I don't know, should I say it that way? I've probably got, like, goodness, 25 years of junk that I'm going over, and things just piled up, and it's a long process. And right now I've been going over electronic stuff. And the thing is, like, I used to build my computers. I say used to because I don't anymore. But I used to build my computers, and I had, like, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, I mean RAM and different components that were, like, for computers that, well, I was just going to say, just don't exist anymore, that even if I had them, I couldn't use them anymore. So, and you couldn't even get rid of them in the sense of selling them. Nobody wants those things. So I was just sorting out, and I've just started sorting out, but I've been working all afternoon on that, and I'm going to be working for probably weeks if I consider everything I've got here and everything I've got in the basement. I kind of impression I get for weeks, if not more, of work of all the types of things that we have to go through. I did mention in one of the last vlogs, I think, that I threw out like two of those, home garbage containers that are on wheels. Uh, Two of those with paper and stuff. And things just, that you just think that are still going to be good, but you haven't looked at for like 15 years. And then you say, like, well, maybe I don't need that. And now it's not only a question of needing. There are a few things I kept that are really like, like if it be a certificate, for example, of a course that I followed. Who cares now? I mean, it's been in the paper but I still want to keep it. It just, I don't know, just for me, I guess. And maybe when I pass on, when the kids will say, how much junk does he have? And they'll say, hey, look, Dad actually, well, I mean, they should know that, but they might be surprised, actually. Yeah, because I did mention it the last time. It went over, like, with presentations that I had kept at the time when there was, like, pre-slide days. And, it was like, oh, man, did I have a lot of stuff. But I haven't used it, like, forever. And it's probably not a bad thing, we got a house, but there's just like no place left. You know what I mean? You just kind of over years, you just accumulate things and accumulate things and accumulate things. And after a while, you realize, like, I don't need this. I don't. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going over that. Like I said, I'm in the electronics, which is difficult. Under my desk here, there's again a whole lot of things. Amongst others, there's costumes. Some of you might remember that we used to make YouTube videos with groups and things, and we used to get disguised. And so I got a lot of costumes. And, they might be good for Halloween or parties and things like that. But again, like, what do I keep? What do I get rid of? I've got a bunch of things for Christmas. So, like, the family, we get together at Christmas and do things like that. And then I wonder, like, what am I keeping, like, for the grandkids? But again, there's like so many things that probably could, just be thrown away. Because that is the problem right now. Even though people say you can put things in secondhand or what, like I say, the electronics, nobody wants them. You can't even give them away. A lot of things you cannot even give away. And clothes, depending on what it is, they don't want them. They don't. I mean, so it's going to be an interesting time, I guess. I mean, if any of you have ever done, sorting, you know how difficult it can be and how time consuming it is. Because you really, I mean, some people just throw away. Mrs. DC, she just throws away. And I'm not like that. I just kind of like, maybe. And then I keep it like for another few years and then finally throw it away. So will I have the courage this time? I don't think so, actually. I've already started keeping some things, but anyway, we'll see. Okay, I guess that I will stop there. So that was just DC coming over for a Wednesday chat. Signing off. Take care, everybody, and have a good Wednesday.